Just coming back from tonight's match, 6-4 defeat versus Mangotsfield. Where to start? Just a devastating, disappointing evening. Really, sort of everybody, the players, myself, the all sort of club really flat tonight. The sort of game. We started off so well on the front foot, 1-0 up, went 2-0 up, 2-1, 3-1 up, and sort of seemingly absolutely sort of cruising and comfortable in the game, playing some nice football. George Peacey got 2 goals early on in the game, and really sort of set us up to go on and get the victory tonight. The one sort of blow for us tonight is, we never had a goalie. Tonight we got a goalie, 2 goalies in the squad, and they was unavailable tonight. And so we had to go sort of with a makeshift goalie, and Dan Little come in goal for us, which was a sort of really sort of brave call from Dan. He's an outfield player, not goalie, but he put himself forward to step in goal for us tonight, and great credit to him because Dan sort of cementing his place in the team. He could have made it easily, sort of made a decision to play outfield tonight and take the sort of safer option to sort of protect himself. But typical of Dan, really. Great teammate and a great sort of team player, and I couldn't ask for more than that. And sort of straight away, no hesitation, he'd go and goal and take it from us. But as you know, any outfield player who's not goalies, they're not going to be the level of proper goalkeepers, and that was a bit of a sort of a dampener on us for going to tonight into the game, knowing that we were sort of weaker in that position, especially with the 2 goalies, Paul and Risu, we got, because they're very sort of very good goalies, great goalies at times. So that was a bit of a blow for us tonight, and without sort of no criticism of Dan, there's probably 1 or 2 goals tonight that we know, and Dan will admit, we don't concede with a proper sort of dedicated goalie in. But I said no absolute criticism of Dan is meant by that, because I said I think he was very sort of brave to come out and go in goal for us tonight. And actually, he made a couple of good saves, and made one fantastic save in the second half. But that was, there's no skirting around the issue with that. That was a sort of a tougher one for us tonight. But that aside, we're 3-1 up and cruising. A silly penalty gave away, let them back in at 3-2. It was the old team. We didn't play to the levels what we can play and what we should be playing. And I know, like I've said in many of our blog, the time we're a young team and stuff like that, but we do have to start learning to see games out there. No goalie or goalie, whatever it is, there's ways of managing games. And although I thought the first sort of 30 minutes we were very much on the front foot and cruising and controlling, it's a game that we weren't going to lose, to sort of allow them back into the game. And I know goals sometimes obviously changes games when you're sort of 3-1 up and then 3-2, but it's playing with like a bit of experience and maturity really is needed to sort of calm it down and then get back into sort of playing regardless of what have happened with the scores. And I didn't think we did that tonight. Second half, 3-2 up, going into the second half, and then a sort of disastrous couple of minutes of a few mistakes from players, and we're 4-3 down, and it sort of really took the wind out of ourselves then. And it sort of knocked the stuffing out of us a little bit. But I think within sort of 10 minutes, the lads were sort of getting their way back into the game, and we managed to go to 4-4. And then at 4-4, absolutely not dominating, but close to dominating the game, and looked like there was only going to be one winner, was on the front foot. And then we got caught with a sucker punch, and a goal to sort of make us 5-4 down. And then the 6th goal's on me. We ended up playing with a back 2. There's 5 minutes to go, and we're desperately chasing that equaliser, and we've made some changes to the formation, put more people up front. And as you know, it's always you're open to the sort of counter attack, and that's exactly what happened to let the sixth goal in. But like I said, I mean that's on me as a manager. But losing 5-4, I'd rather lose the game 6-4 by actually going for it rather than just trying to keep things safe and keep it to a sort of goal defeat. So sometimes that's going to pay off for us in games, which we've seen actually. We've snatched draws from defeats and we've snatched wins from draws by doing that, and we'll continue to do that. We're an attacking side, and myself as a manager, I'm a big believer in actually going for the game and not sort of just settling in doing like we need to get 3 points and that's the aim for every game. So sometimes it's going to work for us and I'm going to look a genius. Sometimes it's going to backfire and then it's sort of all eyes on me. But I'll take that as manager. That's just the nature of the game. But like I said, really sort of low and flat at the moment because everybody knows. I mean, it's a game. There's no way we should lose that game. We're comfortable enough. Chances, playing football. Just sort of really in control of it, and then we've lost it ourselves. It's very dubious penalty to make it 4-4 for them. He's booted it right at our defender on the line. The ref actually didn't give it, and our linesman flagged to say it was handball, and then it looked very, very harsh. I haven't seen it again on the videos yet, so I'm always sort of inclined not to make a call or opinions on that, but that's disappointing that have happened because I said from where I was and a few comments from their players to say it was harsh, looked harsh, that he's absolutely rifled it at our defender and his arms is within his body line from where looking at it real time. But and the ref didn't actually wasn't going to give the penalty, and it was our linesman was flagging, so the ref gave it, and then that made it 4-4, and then it just all sort of changes. But no excuses. I mean, it's like anything. It's down to us. Like we were controlling that game and more than comfortable enough to get a few goals and sort of take the advantage and see the game out. But we have to learn from that. The players have to learn from this because it's all well and good. It's young team, young players, and you're gonna get that. But we got to start gaining that know-how and experience from situations like this because it's happened a couple of times, and that got to be sort of stamped out at some point. But it's so flat because the players, myself and everybody knows, like that's a game we should be taking 3 points, not because of who we're playing, but just the way the game's unfolded. We look sort of totally in control and not in no danger it for parts of the game. So it's a hard one to take for all of us tonight and to tonight's defeat, but take it. We that's something we just got to do. We got to take it and move on to Saturday's game now versus the Bristol Reserves away. So it's going to be, the good thing is we only got a couple of days turnaround until we get back at it and get back on the pitch. But it is a flat one because I said that would have been a nice start. We know we should be picking 3 points up tonight, and that gives us 6 points out of a possible 9 to start, which isn't a bad start to the season. But it is what it is. So we need to bounce back, and we need to bounce back fast now, starting with Briz Saturday. So we'll have a little look to see who's available, who's fit, before I name the side. But yeah, we got to get back on it and get back on it soon if we don't want to realise our ambitions of doing something this year. Then we can't be 5, 6, 7 games in with only a couple of points on board. We need to start picking up some wins, or if we're not going to win the game, at least get the draw and not give games away like we have tonight. But again, that's something we have to learn as a squad and as a club. But yeah, so on to Saturday. As you can probably tell, I'm really deflated at the moment, gutted, but that's football, isn't it? But yeah, so on the Saturday we'll look forward and hope to bounce back with a better performance and the 3 points. And I will report back with a pre-blog and post-blog interview, whatever it may be, on our Brislington game. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and yeah, see you soon.